hi, good evening. Welcome everybody. Hi everybody who's joining. So just to familiarise yourself with the with the chat box, another thing that you can do, you should have a bar at the top bottom of your screen. If you're on your phone, you might not have all the facilities, but if you need to, you can ask me a question directly, or you can make a comment to the group. It should be on at the bottom. There's also a Q&A box. Yeah, and I'll just give you an overview of what we're going to be doing tonight. So it's a little bit of a check-in, as it's been a while since I've done one. So been a while since I've. Hello, Karen. Hello. It's been a while since I've done any webinars, about 6 weeks. So it's really nice. We're going to have a nice sort of clearing session, checking in with yourself. We're so busy dealing with the current situation. We don't know what's coming. We've got these changes, what's safe, what's not. You know, we're in this kind of no man's land a little bit. And it's been a bit of a theme recently that we all just could do with a bit of a break. There've been there's a lot of grief in the air, there's a lot of sort of difficult things that have been happening. So it's really good to acknowledge all those things, clear out anything that we're holding on to, allowing the process. So we're going to relax and clear, and then we're going to bring in that holiday feeling, magic ourselves off to a beautiful beach somewhere where we can just purely relax. So that's the plan. So just to let you know, this is being recorded, but if you share anything in the group, I won't say your name, so it would be confidential. Look after yourself if you do get emotional, don't worry about that, but just keep tapping to work through an emotion. If you get too sort of taken out by it, just really distract yourself, bring yourself back in the room, drink some water, move around. You can let me know how you're doing. So if you need help, just raise your hand or make a comment in the chat box, and I will look after you. As I say, you can use any of these ways to get hold of me. Glass of water is really good. Keep hydrated. You might want a pen and paper, but you don't need one. And also, if you can let me know how you're doing, that would be really helpful, so we can make it as interactive as possible. I've got a few requests from people, things to clear, but if there's something you want to be included, then let me know, and if not, it's going to be fairly general. So we've all been going through it, so hopefully we'll all get something out of it. Great, so off we go. Lovely. So close your eyes for a moment, hands over your heart, take a deep breath. Just feel your shoulders dropping, you might roll them a little bit. Feel your feet on the ground. Really checking in with where you are. Often everything that's going on can leave us, you're just dealing with stuff day to day, even if you're staying at home and you've got all those changes that we all know about. Maybe you're not, don't have time for yourself, despite all this supposed time. We've all got lots of things on our plates, juggling all sorts of things. So just having a check, scanning from the top of your head down through your body, noticing any tension, any heaviness. And as you breathe in, notice that tension. And as you breathe out, let that go. Nice, deep, releasing breath. You could also put one hand over your tummy. And as you breathe in, feel your tummy inflate. So you're breathing right down into the bottom of your lungs. And breathing out. So if you've worked with me before, you know it's all about the fight or flight response, that stress response. We're either stressed or we're relaxed. You can't be both. And the more that you relax your body, come out of that stress, the easier it is for your body to recover, to feel good, to find solutions, to find peace. Your body knows what to do to feel better, but often the stress and the pressure stops that process, stops us finding the solutions. And every time you breathe out and release and relax, you're just moving towards that relaxation. Very nice. That's just a really simple way of doing it. And you might breathe in a colour or an energy right now. What's going to really help you in this session to clear, release and relax? It might be sunshine, it might be sunset, it might be a beach feeling, it might be something completely different. Just ask yourself, what does my body need? And breathe that in. Really good. So I was just about to yawn then, I could feel a yawn coming. You might find that you start to release. As we're tapping, as we're breathing, your body will start to let go, and that's just a really good sign. If your tummy gurgles, or you yawn, or you cry, you might laugh, there might be a movement of energy, and that can sort of indicate that you're moving energy through your body. So it's a really good sign. It doesn't mean things aren't happening if that doesn't happen, but that's really nice. Often when your tummy gurgles, it's like, oh, your digestion's up and running again. That's a good sign that your body's relaxed. Okay, so one last nice deep breath. And let's set an intention for the session. So how are you feeling right now? How do you want to feel at the end? What do you want to release? Maybe there's a word that sums up where you are. Maybe you want clarity, maybe you want calm. Just take a moment to ask yourself, what is my intention for this session? And you can share that with me if you'd like to. You might want to write it down, or you can just notice that. Good. Okay, so a few people joining still. So if you are, it's just to tune in, relax, breathe. All right, so noticing that tension, that stress, anything that's built up over the last few weeks and months. I'm just going to do some general tapping. So as you know, we're just going to tap and breathe. So hands over your heart. You can close your eyes if you need to. I'm going to call out the points. Repeating after me. All this stress. All this tension. What a year we've had. So much change. So much loss. So much grief. So many changes. Letting it all go. Lovely. Keeping one hand over your heart and tapping the top of the head and repeating after me. All this stress in my body. And beginning of the eyebrow. All this tension. Side of the eye. All this stress. Under the eye. All this anxiety. Under the nose. All this pain. On the chin. Letting it go. Collarbone. And just pause at the collarbone. As I should have said at the beginning, if you don't feel comfortable tapping on your face, then you can just stay on the collarbone and use the other points with the current situation. If not, you can just do what I tap along with me, or you can kind of hover over the points. Okay. Just coming back to your body, noticing the stress. Where do you hold stress in your body? Is it tension in your shoulders and neck? Is it tightness in your breathing? Is it anxiety in your tummy? Is it tension all over? Just notice what stress is like for you. And again, you can share that with me if you want to, or just notice that. And staying on the collarbone, repeating after me. This stress response in my body. And then tapping under the arm, side of the rib cage. All this stress. Side of the nail on the thumb. This stress in my body. First finger. All this tension. Middle finger. All this discomfort. Ring finger. We've all been through so much. Little finger. We've all had to deal with something. Side of the hand. Maybe it's grief. Top of the head. Maybe it's loss. Eyebrow. Maybe it's change. Side of the eye. Maybe it's loneliness. Under the eye. Maybe there are things I haven't wanted to face that I've had to face. Under the nose, feeling uncomfortable. On the chin, feeling tense. On the collarbone, letting it all go. Under the arm. I've come through it so far. On the thumb. I'm keeping going. First finger. I want things to change. Middle finger. I want to feel calmer. Ring finger. I want to feel more relaxed. Middle finger. Letting it go. Side of the hand. Feeling more relaxed already. Top of the head. I remember that when I take care of myself, beginning of the eyebrow, that my body can relax. Side of the eye. I'm doing so much. Under the eye. I'm looking after myself. under the nose. I recognise that I need self-care. On the chin. I'm giving myself self-care. Collarbone. And maybe I'm looking after other people too. Under the arm. And I bet I'm doing better than I think I am. On the thumb. I'm sure I'm doing better than I think I am. First finger. I tend to feel stressed about things. Middle finger. Sometimes I worry about things. Ring finger. Sometimes I forget how far I've come. Middle finger. We're just taking one day at a time. Side of the hand. I'm feeling better day by day. I'm going to keep going. Top of the head. Feeling more relaxed. Eyebrow. Starting to let go. Side of the eye. I feel my body changing. Under the eye. I can feel my shoulders relaxing. Under the nose. I'm feeling better already. On the chin. I really need a break. Collarbone. I've been through so much. Under the arm. The world has been through so much. On the thumb. There's a lot of change happening. First finger. And the mind doesn't usually like change. Middle finger. The mind likes to know where I am. Ring finger. The mind likes to feel safe. Little finger. So sometimes change can be frightening. Side of the hand. But maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. Top of the head. Maybe I can feel relaxed, even though I'm changing. Eyebrow. The world has been through so many changes. Side of the eye. We don't know what's going to happen. Under the eye. We don't know what's going to change forever. Under the nose. Maybe that's okay. On the chin. I'm doing my best. Collarbone. And that's all I can do. Okay, nice deep breath. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Just hands over your heart for a moment. Just take stock, notice how you feel. What are you feeling and where? You might have released some tension and stress. So maybe something's moved. Check in with your body, with your mind. You may have had a reaction to some of the things that I said. You may have really agreed with them. You may have not. You may have really sort of resisted them, not felt right. That's all fine. If it doesn't feel right, you don't have to say it, or you can change the words so it's more relevant to you. The more specific you can be when you're tapping, the more effective it is. So just dropping down into your body and notice what's the next layer that needs clearing. It might be an event, it might be a relationship, it might be a situation, it might be a distant memory, it might be just the physical feeling that you have right now. Maybe it's tiredness. Whatever it is for you, just holding that in your mind, noticing where that is. Maybe it's a symbol of what you've been going through. Maybe it's a shape of the shape of lockdown. Whatever feels right for you. Again, if you'd like to share that with me, I'd love to hear that. Nice deep breath. And if release was a colour or an energy, just notice what that is. Breathe that in through your head and down through your body. Tapping on the collarbone, breathing into your heart. And repeating after me. I'm ready to let this go. Under the arm. I'm ready to release this now. On the thumb. The stress and tension in my body. First finger. Everything I've been through in the last few months. Middle finger. The thing that I've noticed that's coming up for me right now. Ring finger. This event, this relationship, this situation, or this memory. Little finger. I'm choosing to let it go. Side of the hand. Releasing that now. Top of the head. There may be lots of emotions caught up with this thing. Eyebrow. I can release those too. Side of the eye. It's safe to let this go. Under the eye. It's safe to change. Under the nose. I'm safe and I'm supported. On the chin. I'm ready to let this go. Collarbone. I'm feeling better already. Under the arm. I know that stress doesn't help me. On the thumb. I know that holding on doesn't help me. First finger. Somehow I need to hold on sometimes. Middle finger. But right now I choose to let that go. Ring finger. Breathing it out. Little finger. Letting it go. Side of the hand. Feeling calmer already. Great. Hands over your heart. Again, just tuning into whatever this is you're releasing. And maybe you want to release that into a safe place. So it might be into a bubble that floats away into the sky. It might be into the water. You might bury it. You might put it into the hands of an angel or into an animal, whatever feels right, just that can contain and take this for you in a safe way. The mind loves symbols, rituals. So if strange images come to you or colours, just trust whatever comes up. Take a breath. Feel the responsibility, the tension from this thing, person or situation just releasing and moving. And feeling the lightness. So I'm just tapping on the collarbone. You can do that too. You can close your eyes. I'm just going to be quiet for a minute while you just let any releasing happen. Breathing, allowing, letting it go. Great. Okay, hope you're doing well. If you need to, you might feel the need to kind of cut a cord with that, finish it, move it away, whatever that is, whatever feels needed. You might put a barrier up between you. Just know that that's done. Okay, and then tapping top of the head, feeling lighter. Beginning of the eyebrow, feeling released. Side of the eye, I've been through so much. Under the eye, it's time to feel differently. Under the nose, feeling better. On the chin, one step at a time. Collarbone, there will always be something to let go of. Under the arm, and I'm doing that safely. On the thumb, I'm looking after myself. First finger, I'm releasing what I need to. Middle finger, I trust the process. Ring finger, and letting it go. Little finger, letting go of the past. Side of the hand, releasing it now. Okay, so keep tapping on the side of the hand. And just bring that situation or person, that thing that you're releasing to mind, and notice, what did it teach you? What, if I could speak to you, what would it say? What's the lasting memory, impression, benefit of that? Just, again, that might be a word, it might be an understanding, it might be done. Just notice what that is. Great, and then we'll just do one more round. Top of the head, feeling lighter. Eyebrow, I know I went through that. Side of the eye, I can let it go. Under the eye, feeling clearer. Under the nose, feeling more clarity. On the chin, feeling lighter. Collarbone, letting all of that go. Under the arm, I understand why I went through that. On the thumb, and I choose to let go of any tension. First finger, I choose to release it now. Middle finger, feeling more relaxed. Ring finger, feeling calm. Little finger, it's safe to be me. Side of the hand, I'm safe and all is well. Lovely. So you can just hands in your lap for a moment, take a breath and just sort of look back at what you've just done, what that feels like, the difference it has on your body and your energy. How are you feeling now? And again, nobody's really wanting to share tonight, which is fine, but if anyone has noticed something or feels a release or needs any help, then if you could tap in the chat box, that would be really nice. But I completely understand you might not want to share. That's absolutely fine. Nice deep breath. Just notice how you're feeling. And in a moment, we're going to start to look at that holiday feeling. That kind of reward can often be holidays, can't it? Kind of work all year to go away for 2 weeks in the sun, whatever that is. Maybe it's more of a just a break from the tension, thinking about something else for a while. We're going to get to that in a moment. So just let this piece settle. Okay, good. So we're going to do a bit more visualization now, where we, as I say, we're going to envisage that holiday feeling. So you might want to take some water, you might want to stand up and shake around a little bit. So clear out that part, stretch, check in. Something else that you need. How are you doing? Okay, good. So let's bring that break, that reward, that feeling good. So close your eyes for a moment and just bring to mind if you could go anywhere tomorrow, where would you go? It might be just staying at home in your garden. It might be that paradise island. It might be on top of a mountain. It might be in a field. It might even be in the snow. Whatever feels right. Who do you want to take with you? Do you want to go on your own? Maybe with a family or friends. Just take a moment to see that beautiful, peaceful, rejuvenating, nourishing, nurturing place. So some people find it difficult to visualize, but you might get more of a sense of what it feels like to be there. Is it daytime or nighttime? What does it feel like? Great, and turn up the volume on this feeling. Is there a colour associated with it, this place? Is it somewhere you've been before? Is it somewhere imaginary? Somewhere you'd like to go? Just make it really bring all your senses to life. What can you hear? What can you smell? If you want to, you can tap the collarbone to help with this process, or you can just sit quietly with your hands in your lap, whatever feels right. So often when we go away, it's about letting go, leaving everything behind, everything else gets put on hold. So just do that now, knowing that everything else will still be there when you get back. But right now you can let go, release. It's this time just for you. Maybe feel that expansion, that relaxation. Maybe your body feels lighter, maybe you feel more grounded. Just really feel yourself there. And I'm going to tap through the points. You might just want to stay on the collarbone or stay breathing into your heart while you just really visualize and sense this holiday place. And tapping top of the head, if that feels right. Repeating after me. I really need a break. My brow. I'm really ready for change. Side of the eye. I can't wait to get away. Under the eye. Part of me is there on holiday right now. Under the nose. I can feel it. On the chin. I can sense it. Collarbone. I can feel my body relaxing when I think about this place. Under the arm. It feels really real. And the thumb. My mind doesn't know what's real or not. Little finger. So when I visualize a place that I want to be in, middle finger. And I notice what it feels like to be there. Ring finger. It's as if I'm there. Middle finger. It's a magic trick I can play on myself. Side of the hand. And it helps me feel better. Top of the head. When I think about being on holiday, eyebrow. When I think about having a break, side of the eye. When I think about feeling better, under the eye. About getting away from it all, under the nose. About a break from responsibility, on the chin. When I think about those things, collarbone. And I really allow that feeling into my body, under the arm. I could be anywhere in the world. The thumb. I can simply step into that feeling. First finger. And it feels really free. Middle finger. I love that feeling of freedom. Ring finger. Time just for me. Little finger. Time to regenerate myself. Side of the hand. Time to reboost and refill my batteries. Top of the head. Time to recharge my batteries. Eyebrow. Feeling more relaxed. Side of the eye. Feeling so nourished by this thought. Under the eye. I love to give myself a break. Under the nose. I love to give myself this self-care. On the chin. I'm feeling better already. Collarbone. This feels really clear and strong. Under the arm. I don't know when I'll be there physically. On the thumb. But I can go there 100 times a day in my mind. First finger. I could close my eyes and sit on a beach. Middle finger. I can close my eyes and be on top of a mountain. Ring finger. If I can imagine it, I can be there. Little finger. And I can imagine whatever I want. Side of the hand. I can imagine this freedom. Top of the head. And if I can imagine it, eyebrow, I can imagine how it feels to be there. Side of the eye. My body will think that I'm there. Under the eye. And my body will feel more relaxed. Under the nose. It's okay to do that. On the chin. Whatever gets you through. Collarbone. Part of me knows I'm at home. Under the arm. But part of me is sitting exactly where I want to be. On the thumb. And I just bring my attention to that place more and more. First finger. And I bring that holiday feeling into my life. Middle finger. I could pretend I'm on holiday when I'm doing a washing up. Ring finger. I can pretend I'm on holiday when I'm doing some work. Little finger. I can choose to feel light and free whatever I'm doing. Side of the hand. I can give myself a break wherever I am and whatever I'm doing. Top of the head. Releasing all responsibility. Eyebrow. My only responsibility is to feel good. Side of the eye. To look after myself. Under the eye. If all I cared about was how good I felt, under the nose, everything would feel easier. On the chin. Nothing is more important than that I feel good. Collarbone. Because the better I feel, under the arm, the easier life is. On the thumb. The better I feel, first finger, the easier it is for other people to be around me. Middle finger. The better I feel, ring finger, the better everyone feels. Middle finger. So I choose to look after myself. Side of the hand. I choose to feel as good as I can. Top of the head. Feeling so relaxed. Eyebrow. Feeling so calm. Side of the eye. Feeling as happy as I can. Under the eye. Feeling as good as I can right now. Under the nose. There's always more. On the chin. Feeling calm, relaxed, and happy. And on the collarbone. Feeling so good. So just pausing here on the collarbone, turning up the volume on this feeling, and just take a moment to send this freedom, this lightness, this ease. Maybe it's a laughter feeling, maybe it's freedom, whatever it feels right for you, clarity, ease, flow. Send this back into your past, back to the last few weeks and months, forward into your future, so every moment of your life is touched with this holiday feeling. Making it as big and as bright as you can. Everyone you meet can feel it flowing from you. And then find somewhere in your body to store this feeling so you can access it whenever you need to. Where would you like to keep that? Maybe it's in your heart, might be in your head, might be in a particular place. And then choose an action that will stimulate this feeling. So again, might be tapping the collarbone point, maybe touching your ear with your finger and thumb, might be touching a particular tapping point, just anchoring that holiday feeling into your body. And just doing that action now. So whenever you do this action, think about this feeling will flood through you. You'll be reminded that you can go to this place at any time, whenever you need to. Take a breath, close your eyes, and you're there. As you're doing that, you might have doubts and concerns coming up. You can just breathe those out and go, yeah, I'll come back to you. Rather than washing away in the sea, or lifting up into the air, and just bring your attention back to this image, this thought, this feeling that feels good. Lovely. Okay, so I'm going to go quiet again for a moment, just so you can really soak up this feeling, feel it in every cell. Good. Lovely. So when you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to the here and now. Just really bring that feeling with you. Open your eyes, come back to the room, but bring that feeling back. So use that anchor point, keep that feeling with you. Might look around the room, see the light of that holiday energy kind of in things, on things, really connect it to where you are. Good. Just make that feel. There's, again, if any doubts, just breathe them out. You can always access that feeling whenever you need it. Good. Again, stretching back in. Having a little check-in. Close your eyes. Scanning through your body from top of your head. Neck, shoulders. How's that feeling now? Really taking stock of the changes. How did you feel at the beginning of this call? How are you feeling now? What's your body telling you? You might feel really tired. It's like I always say, it's a bit like carrying around a heavy box. You put it down and you think, oh goodness, that took a lot of energy. So maybe you feel you need a rest. Maybe that holiday energy is enough to rejuvenate you. Maybe you want to have a lovely quiet evening, drift off into a lovely sleep. Maybe you'll go there in your dreams. Really nice. Good. So how are you doing, everyone? I hope you're all feeling good and bright and clear. Okay, so we're just going to do another little bit on keeping this feeling over the next, whoever knows how long we're going to be needing it for. It's just going to be, oh, my pleasure. I'm glad that was helpful. I thought that was lovely. So yeah, we're just going to normally do a future self. We kind of see yourself in the future, but now we're going to project into the next few weeks and months because we don't know what's coming. So just close your eyes, tap on the collarbone, and start to really focus on the next, maybe tomorrow, or into the evening tomorrow, into the next week. Maybe there are things coming up. Maybe because we're moving into the sort of summer holiday season, maybe that's going to be quieter than normal. Who knows what's coming, but just sending this lovely holiday energy forward into the year. Top of the head, repeating after me. This holiday feeling is part of me. Eyebrow. I can tune into this feeling whenever I need it. Side of the eye. I created that feeling. Under the eye. I can do that anytime. Under the nose. I've changed the way I feel. On the chin. I can do that anytime. Collarbone. Whatever's going on around me. Under the arm. I have the power to choose something that feels good. On the thumb. I've just proved that to myself. First finger. I just bring my attention to something that makes me feel good. Middle finger. When things are stressful or difficult. Ring finger. I just bring my attention to something else. Middle finger. That's as simple as it needs to be. Side of the hand. I'm not trying to move mountains. Top of the head. I just need to feel a little bit better. Eyebrow. And then I feel a little bit better. Side of the eye. And I keep going. Under the eye. I just need one tiny step. Under the nose. And then I can keep that momentum going. On the chin. One step at a time. Collarbone. One breath at a time. Under the arm. One decision at a time. On the thumb. I could be on holiday anytime. Middle finger. I am my best holiday. Middle finger. My perfect holiday lives in my body. Ring finger. I close my eyes and I'm there. Little finger. I'm in control of how I feel. Side of the hand. And that feels great. Lovely. Good. Again, nice deep breath. Taking stock. Good. So that's really it. As we were just saying in that last piece, wherever you are on the scale of feeling stressed and happy, all you're doing is moving in that direction. You don't have to be all the way over here. You're just turning to face where you want to be. That's all you need to do. And then you just keep moving in that direction. There can be a lot of pressure to go, I shouldn't feel stressed, I should be relaxed. It's like, just turn towards the feeling of feeling better. And your mind will continue on that path. One tiny, tiny step at a time. Good, so I hope that was helpful. I'd love to hear how you got on. So your homework would be to use that holiday feeling as much as you can. If it is somewhere you've been or somewhere that you visualize in your mind, if it's a photograph of a place, you might want to find that, download a picture from the internet or whatever, print it off, put it somewhere so you can actually physically see it. Maybe put that by your bed, stick it on the fridge, put it on your phone as a screensaver. The more that you can see those reminders of that holiday place and that feeling, that's just going to become stronger and be more reinforced. Using that anchor point that you just created, maybe it's whichever one it was, just using that as much as you can. Breathe it in, breathe it into every cell, use the color, use that feeling. But at any point during the day, but also if you're going to sleep or when you first wake up, in that kind of half awake phase, if you can really get into that feeling, that's just going to be really beneficial. So you can kind of use it in a meditation sort of way when you're walking. Basically, as much as you can, choose to feel that good feeling. Great, so here we go. Thanks so much for being here. It's a real pleasure to be back, and I hope that was helpful. It's lovely to be tapping. Now I'm back in the ship. Oh, looking out to sea. Great. My heart was soaring. That's lovely. Such a pleasure. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. And if you'd like to drop me an email, let me know how you get on. That would be great. I will be posting, I think the next one will be in a couple of weeks. I haven't set the date yet, but I will post that and let you know. So thank you very much. As always, there's resources on my website if you need more, stressfreelifeacademy.com. If you want to ask anything, I do 20-minute free sessions, all of that stuff. You can just connect with me if you need help. that would be a pleasure. Please share with anyone you think might be interested. Lots of love and see you next time. Thank you. Good night.